Hello everyone, my name is Chloe Adler and I'm so excited to present with Allison Jew today about our program at the Westside Kinship San Bernardino location for 13 to 15 year olds. Now, these 13 to 15 year olds are in the kinship program, which means that they are kids in foster care. But instead of being placed with a family that they don't know, these kids are being placed with people that they do know, one of their family members, and in this case, primarily their grandparents. These families are living in low income or inner city areas of San Bernardino, and they're primarily Hispanic or Black in ethnicity. Kinship San Bernardino has done a fantastic job of really helping them learn a lot of new life skills, and we're looking forward to partnering with the kinship team. One thing that the team did let us know is that, like many teenagers, these 13 to 15 year olds are highly motivated by food. So we're very thankful that Kinship provides meals for them at every meeting, but we may be supplementing that with some snacks to help get them extra excited about our program. From our needs assessment, we've learned that a lot of the adolescents in foster care have untreated mental health, medical, educational, reproductive health, and psychosocial concerns. Oftentimes, teenagers are placed in foster care or kinship care because of behavioral issues like staying away from home overnight, criminal activity, or participating in ungovernable behaviors. And it's important to understand that many of these individuals have experienced neglect, emotional, physical, or sexual abuse, sometimes things that we call ACEs, and so we need to be sensitive of their needs and behavioral challenges to not participate more in that neglect and abuse, but start a new, healthier cycle.
Because of the life challenges these teenagers have faced, they often deal with problems such as increased anxiety and low self-esteem. Our service learning program, Resilience, It's a Vibe, was designed with these needs in mind and will involve activities such as leisure and social participation to promote mental resilience. Our program will utilize the cognitive behavioral frame of reference to guide our intervention. We will use CBT techniques to facilitate a positive shift in the way that they see themselves and how they tackle life challenges. Our program will address self-esteem building, the development of self-identity, communication skills, frustration tolerance, and stress management. Concepts from the CAWA model will be utilized to help the teenagers identify their strengths, barriers, and environmental resources. Our primary goal will be to increase the mental resilience of teenagers ages 13 through 15 in kinship care in the San Bernardino County. We have established 7 weekly objectives to help us achieve this goal. The teenagers in our program will do the following week by week. In the first 2 weeks, they will identify their personal strengths and barriers, as well as demonstrate their personal strengths through real-world examples. In weeks 3 and 4, they will demonstrate communication skills to resolve personal conflict, as well as identify leisure activities to engage in during times of stress. In weeks 5 and 6, they will share traits of healthy and unhealthy relationships and recognize the healthy relationship in their lives to promote a strong support system. And lastly, in week 7, they will participate in a gratitude activity as well as set goals for the future. In our program, Resilience, It's a Vibe, we will measure our weekly objectives through client participation. For example, if they participated in the session, completed the activity, and accomplished the weekly objective. We will use the brief resilience scale as a pre- and post-intervention assessment to measure our outcomes. We will also have weekly vibe checks to check on the participants' mood and level of stress.
It's also really important to see how we're going to involve kinship in the implementation and evaluation process of our program. We're so grateful that the kinship program staff will be with us at our programs each week. And since they know these teens and their needs better than we do, we're going to invite them to give us feedback on past sessions and share our future activities so that they can help us improve our program and make sure that we're doing the best possible for our teens. We're also going to bring the kinship team in if there's any behavioral concerns or specific needs that extend outside of our scope. Finally, we are going to make sure that the participants' needs are continuing to be met after we leave by creating a resiliency resource handout. And this handout is going to include resources of how they continue building resiliency through different websites and resources, but it's also going to contain a list of resources that they have at the kinship program for if any emergencies or different concerns arise, because we believe that if the kids have access to the resources available to them, that they are going to continue being resilient and continue to thrive. We're also going to foster continued collaboration by sharing with the kinship team how much we appreciate them throughout the whole situation, and relying on their knowledge of what they already know about these kids and the foster system as experts in their own field, and showing them that respect will continue having collaboration with the agency. Finally,
Chloe and I just wanted to thank you, and we're very excited to get started on this program.